We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Houston Astros. Stay tuned for Astros baseball. Next, starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Zack Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zack Greinke. Up, down, in and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zack Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
So striding in, Jeff McNeil. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
First pitch, 7-11.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations. It's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
The 1-2. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. Misses. Ball two.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball four.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch of throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Greinke is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. Gurriel picks it up. There's one. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. So a good start here for Zack Greinke. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Paul Sewald, the Nevada-born starter, will get the call in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder.
Now the pitch.
Springer.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. One away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Matty, they have to be very happy with Alex Bregman right now. Last season, he had over 110 RBIs. That's an RBI machine. When you're driving in over 100, that's really special, and you are doing some big things.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And there are two away now.
Batting first, the second baseman, Jose.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. J.D. Davis the next at bat. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
J.D. Davis.
First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over. 3-0 now.
fouled off. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The next 3-2. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Number 40, Wilson Ramos.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. First delivery to him on the way. Hey! And it's fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Mets. So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. There's Cano. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
At the plate, Yordan Alvarez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He sends it on the ground softly to the left. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Brandon Nimmo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. Skied into very shallow right. Altuve has a play. 1 out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Here's a high pop-up. Correa is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, number 6.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Hey! Count for 2-1.
The count now at 2-2. Now here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Right side and right into the shift. Oh, what a play! It's in time. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. A ball and a strike now. Brantley stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. He was selected in the 7th round back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So here's Josh Reddick. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the stretch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Martin Maldonado. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
George Springer the next to hit, in the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. Now he's safe at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1-1 the count. Comes set. Now the pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Shoots this one over to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roy, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Ground ball left side. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 44. Designated hitter, Yordan.
Digging in, Yordan Alvarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. 3 runs already home here. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
2-2. Here it is. This is line to left, and this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Corey Oswalt is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. So here's Yuli Gurriel, a bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And he is safe at the plate as they open things further to 6-1 now.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
Here's Michael Brantley. Line towards center field. Nimmo is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. 3 innings complete. Houston leads this one 6-1. So here's Pete Alonso. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Alonso aboard here at first with nobody out. That's wide. 2-0.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
In there, 3-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. From the belt, kicks and deals. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
In now, J.D. Davis. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. So a runner on second with 1 down now, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch.
No, inside.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Reddick has a read on it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
And an off-speed pitch swung. That the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Astros lead this one 6-2. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. At the plate, Josh Reddick. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Martin Maldonado will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And there's strike 2 as the fastball's fouled off to the right. 0-2. Got him.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, George Springer. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent on the ground out to second. Cano gets to it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat. Wilson Ramos is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Ramos, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This one's down to third. Bregman has it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitcher right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Fastball called for strike two.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as the first a bit inside for. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And going for it, the right call. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Now batting, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil, pulled high in the air out to right field. Reddick has a read on it, and that's the third out. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Ready once again, Alex Bregman, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Conforto will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Correa. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game now. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Up next to the Astros, the first baseman,
Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's an 8-2 game.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
To the plate now, Michael Brantley, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. So striding forward now, Pete Alonso. A hit in 2 tries so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Fastball well outside.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
That's in. Ball 2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Conforto. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Has a look. Now the pitch. 3-0 now.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Fouled away. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Davis. Earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 3-1. Now a ground ball for Altuve, could be 2. Reined in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, number 24, second baseman.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Second and third here, 1 man out. 2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
A leap here, but it ticks off his glove, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Now the 0-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. After it is Brantley. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Astros on top, 8-3. Justin Wilson will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 38, Justin.
So digging in now, Josh Reddick, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch.
Astros.
Lined into right, a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
In there, 0-1. Wilson is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. Takes this the other way to right, and he drops it. He'll get it into second, and that's the first out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
One away for the Astros here in the 6th, and that brings in George Springer. First delivery to him on the way. Runner at first here, one man out. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Runners on first with one down. Fouled off. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Third baseman number 2.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Bregman. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Astros 8 and the Mets 3. Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Hot shot on the ground to short, and that's through into left, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Jake Marisnick will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 16, Jake Marisnick.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. On the ground to the left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now an 8-4 ball game.
Up next to the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here, as that's going to be all tonight for Zach Greinke. He works 6 1/3, mostly forgettable innings, but he will leave with the lead in his pocket. Chris Davinsky takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Chris Davinsky.
Pete Alonso will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Here now the 2-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto. His guys trail by 4, but the bases are juiced, so a home run ties it. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there, and it's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
From the stretch.
We got a ball, 1 strike.
Davinsky, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 25th round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Austin Pruitt answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Here's Robbie Cano now. And he puts it on the ground to second. Altuve has it. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Astros 8 and the Mets 5.
Your attention, please. A defensive change for the Mets. Now catching.
Jerry Familia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Into the box, Jose Altuve. He flew out in his last at-bat. Tomas Nido is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 3, Tomas Nido.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
At the plate, Carlos Correa.
Nope, that's the ball.
And that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in.
Oh, no, that hit him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher. And that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Striding forward now is the DH, Yordan Alvarez. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 10, Yuli.
Now in the box, Yuli Gurriel coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
Tread lightly in this situation. Got a great hitter at the plate, runner in scoring position. Don't be afraid, you got the base open.
And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Astros leave 1. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Digging in now, Yoenis Cespedes. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. Slider laid off for a ball. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. Eduardo Nunez will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. In now, number 3, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Springer at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Line drive, base hit to right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he takes strike 2. Ready on 0-2. And it's 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ryan Presley trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
For the Astros, number 55, Ryan.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jeff McNeil. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Into the box, Pete Alonso, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The set and the 1-0. Second and third, 2 away. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2-1, here it is.
Ball inside.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
Full count.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
So stepping in, Michael Conforto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Astros lead it 8-6. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 68, Dylan.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now to the plate, Michael Brantley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there, strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Ground ball right side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Nido waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher.
So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. First pitch of the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Looking up is the left fielder. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year as they jump ahead by 3.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
In now, George Springer, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
2-1 pitch, a knuckle curve swung on and missed, 2-2. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Astros 9 and the Mets 6. Roberto Ozuna comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. At the plate, J.D. Davis, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Liner toward right center. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Jed Lowry will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Stepping in, Tomas Nido. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving. Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 1 home. Is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Grounder down the line at third. Here's the payoff pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
Digging in to try it again, Brandon Nimmo. The bases are loaded in front of him, so a real opportunity for him to put a dent in that 3-run deficit. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Lifted in the air to center field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. The relay throw, the tag, and he'll be called out. And that is going to do it for this ball game.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
9-6, the final tally in this one. The Houston Astros led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Zach Greinke earns the win, his second. Paul Sewald struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Roberto Ozuna hammers down the save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, 6 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.